If you watched my Speed Blitz video, you may have heard me mention Crossverse Battles. Crossverse Battles are hypothetical battles that take two or more characters from separate continuities to pit against each other. Most common example of this is Marvel vs DC, but it can be literally any fight you can possibly think of that wouldn't happen naturally within the universe of a character's individual story. Think Batman vs Iron Man, Naruto vs Ichigo, Lara Croft vs the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It doesn't really matter, the possibilities are endless. And everyone's done it. Kids on the playground talking about their favorite superheroes, or friends debating on which main character from two different anime are the strongest. It's all for fun. And I hate fun. So allow me to explain the problem with cross-verse matchups. While comparing two different characters from different universes, it's easy to compare their strengths in relation to said universe. I'll use the example I used in another video, Homelander vs Omni-Man. Both are top tiers in their verse, meaning there aren't many characters, if any, within their shows that can match them in a fight. Along with their similar power sets and being evil versions of Superman, the fight sounds like it should be a good one. And you'll find people heavily debating both sides as if the matchup was close at all.
They had me going for a minute there.
Homelander is a character who can fly at supersonic speeds, has super strength, and can possibly survive nukes. But compare that to Omni-Man, who flies at relativistic speeds and was capable of destroying an asteroid the size of Texas, and you'll quickly see the fight isn't as close as you may have originally believed. Because once you take two characters out of their original setting and place them in a scenario where they have to fight, you should then compare their feats and strength to each other, rather than where they scale within the universe that they come from. I'll make a more extreme example. Let's take Michael Myers, a character who can easily kill anyone in the Halloween movies, making him the strongest in his verse, and put him against someone like Choji from part 1 of Naruto, a pretty unremarkable character within the series, especially as a kid who gets beat by most named characters you could think of. But despite Michael being a top tier in Halloween and Choji being a low tier in Naruto, Choji would absolutely annihilate Michael in a one-on-one fight. But back to the original point, just because two characters might be similar in personality, powers, or occupation, doesn't automatically make for a close matchup. Christian Bale and Ben Affleck both play Batman, but you'd be hard-pressed to find anyone who believes the Dark Knight's more grounded Batman would stand a chance against the DCEU's more comic book accurate take on the character. Much like the characters that reside in them, whole universes can scale differently to each other. The best example of this is the speed difference between the MCU and the DCEU. Although the MCU has some pretty solid speed feats, like Captain Marvel zooming around space or Iron Man flying faster than the speed of sound, they tend to all fight at speeds relative to each other with the exception of Quicksilver and Makari. Compare this to DC's characters who fight and react at much higher speeds, like Wonder Woman blocking automatic gunfire, the Flash running way faster than the speed of light, or Shazam blitzing a god. Even if Marvel's characters can match other stats like strength and durability, most simply don't scale in speed and wouldn't be able to keep up, making for a pretty quick fight. In the circumstances where there's two characters who can make for a good fight, but one admittedly stands little to no chance of winning because of a massive disparity in strength, speed, or durability, you can equalize their stats. Think Naruto vs Goku. You can get Naruto up to planetary, meaning he could destroy a planet, but that doesn't mean much when Goku is punching so hard that it's shaking the whole universe. To make for a more interesting matchup, you can make their physical stats equal to focus on their powers, abilities, and skill. But to do this, you have to admit that one character is completely outclassed by the other, which doesn't happen often. Equalizing stats happens in one-off crossover comics all the time, but it's best shown in fighting games like Mortal Kombat, Injustice, or Marvel vs. Capcom. They'll have an abundance of established characters with lore and feats and have them all go toe-to-toe with each other. They're the only settings where you can reasonably see a semi-normal human like Leatherface beat a god like Raiden. But it only makes sense for these characters to be close in power to each other for the sake of gameplay and balance. It's going to be pretty lame to be playing as Ultron and just one-shot someone playing as Nemesis, even though that would be the likely outcome had the two been fighting outside of the game. Oh, that's the end of the script?
What was even the point of the video?
Thanks for watching this short video. I just get really confused when I see weird matchups on comic book Twitter, and the nerd in me gets super ugh. But at the end of the day, they're just fictional characters, and the person or people making the matchups are probably just casual fans who don't overanalyze things. So it's really not that deep. I'm working on the script for my Dead by Daylight video, which is looking to be my longest video by far, so hopefully that'll be up next week. So subscribe to see when that's out. Twitter's in the description, as per usual. See you guys later.